It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City, where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You look at Portland, they're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
You know, Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown thus far. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season because they've got the potential to make some improvement.
Well, they could be a sleeper. I agree with that. I mean, they've got their work cut out for them, especially after this disappointing start. But they've got some talent. They've got the ability to really get a lot better than what they are now. So we'll see if they can surprise some people.
The starters for the Portland TrailBlazers. Lillard and Batum, the backcourt duo. Jeffrey's out there with Hickson, and it's Matthews in at the three.
They should have boxed him.
For the Pistons, the Beast in at power forward. Rodney Stuckey and Tayshaun Prince, the two wings. Craig Monroe is out there with Brandon Knight. So the Portland TrailBlazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Stuckey. Gets it to go.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
And that night, guys, they didn't resemble the team we're used to seeing either as individuals or as a unit.
Steve, I thought there was really a lack of leadership. Nobody really gathered the team and tried to rally them. And sometimes you have to do that with your body language and your voice. To me, that was the most disappointing thing about the loss.
Now Knight. Nicholas Batum missing from long range. They get it again. Kicks it out to Prince. They set the pick. Stuckey. He kicks it to Knight. Here's the Beast. The dish to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Buries it down low. Prince has got his first points of the night. The TrailBlazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Last year was so disappointing for Blazer fans. They had high hopes. They started out pretty quickly, but things turned south over the course of the year, and now the Blazers look to be rebuilding for the future.
Now here's Batum. He had a tough time getting anything going against the Nets. He was a non-factor in that game. Lillard misses.
Well, just
thought they got the rebound again.
On 1 for 5 shooting.
Knight kicks to Prince. Monroe sets a screen for Prince. Shoots over Batum. Prince misses. Well, the Blazers did seem to have a lot of momentum making the playoffs frequently over the past couple years. But that was not the case last season. Last season was incredibly turbulent.
Yeah, it was, Kevin. They knew when Aldridge got hurt last year that their hopes were waning for another playoff appearance. I mean, fortunately, they were able to get assets to help them this season as they try to get back to being a playoff team in the future.
Knight with it. Lillard picks him up. Batum against Stuckey. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And one.
Stuckey's got his second bucket of the night.
The pick wasn't ultra effective, but it got him just enough room for the score. You know, last year the Pistons were a team that really lacked a go-to scorer. Just never really knew where their offense was going to come from game to game, and I think that had an effect on how they finished in the standings, no doubt.
I agree. Backing down is Hickson. Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Pistons.
Test that shot like a boss.
Prince has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
In one place that not having a reliable score hurt them was against the West. Steve, they couldn't match the offense of a lot of the teams they faced.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why they went 5-13 in games against Western Conference teams last year. But they need talent. They need more scoring offensively. So difficult to beat really talented teams just relying on your defense. They've got to get more firepower.
Oh,
it's hauled in by the TrailBlazers. And this is their first time.
So, in order to get the dynamic goal, I need to hit my next 3 shots in a
against them
row.
last year. They feel like
Failed
they should have done much better. They looked for an intense game tonight.
Pistons leading by 5. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland TrailBlazers gave me just a
That'll be
couple
one.
minutes. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
And thank you, Doris. Batum for 3.
That was a pretty good shot. That was a pretty
Batum's
good
got his
shot.
first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And you're right, Clark. A poor outcome last season. Both of these clubs, suffering similar fates.
Yeah, Kev, the word for the day is not necessarily rebuilding, but they need to be gradually improving.
So lucky I made that shot.
I think so, too.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Now Knight, following the three-point attempt by Wesley Matthews.
What's up?
Stuckey dishes to Monroe.
It's my player. You can name him whoever you want.
Monroe's got his first points of the game.
So I'm Dr. Techno.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
That PhD.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Here. He feeds it to Monroe. Maggette outside. Here's the beast. Back to Maggette. To the inside.
Oh, man.
And stolen
It's a
by
bad
Williams.
pass.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jeffries covered by Monroe. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I'll take the foul.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The TrailBlazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Is the video chopping? The video is choppy, isn't it? Let me see if I can fix that.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, let me know if the video is choppy. I had problems with it last night,
6.
but I think I got it fixed.
Now Bynum. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's the beast. Sinks that one from the post.
That's the dynamic, right?
The beast
Yeah.
got 6.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Here's Smith. Can't hit. And that does it for the first quarter. Pistons ahead. They're up by 8.
Does it look choppy?
We'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
UK Sports Magazine. The latest issue is now available. The Beast with top billing, emerging as a star talent in the NBA.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
The The Beast, he's in at power forward. Knight and Stuckey are manning the backcourt. Greg Monroe is out there with Tayshaun Prince. They're the group Detroit will start the second
fouled,
one.
For the Pistons, back on the...
The Blazers are making a little bit of a comeback.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Stuckey. Knocks down the 10-footer. Stuckey's got 9 points. Now here's Price. Lillard with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Portland again
Pushed me over.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him. Well, Wes Matthews came in as an undrafted free agent out of Marquette. Not really a household name, but a good two-way player. He can score, and he's a very tough, active defender.
Here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Kicks it to Matthews. Beyond the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Matthews has got his second bucket of the night. And Matthews first signed by the Jazz, but you know, Portland liked what they saw in him, and they snatched him away with a front-loaded mid-level contract.
Yeah, pretty bold move there, but I think his play has lived up to that investment, and it certainly paid off for him. I mean, to go undrafted, and now he's making more than most of the first-rounders who entered him. He did. That's a heck of a move by Matthews.
That's good.
He is always so in control, guys, even when he's going hard to the hoop. Very skilled finisher.
And the pass to Drummond. Shot is off. And the TrailBlazers going the other way. Here's Matthews. Here's Jeffries.
Oh,
Detroit
got the
with
contest,
the rebound.
and I got the rebound.
The Beast's got his third rebound tonight. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. It's a look. And there's Spaghetti. That's good on the assist by Knight. Knight's got his third assist on the night.
A lot of miles between Portland and the East, about as far as you can get from the East Coast is Portland. You would think that with the way the Blazers have to travel, they would have a rough time against the East, but you know, that kind of works both ways, and they really held their own.
4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line, and the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 7. Pistons leading by 4. Knight kicks to Maggette. On the wing, Stuckey. Back to Maggette. Over Matthews. Corey Maggette on the wing. Stuckey makes the alley-oop pass.
Oh, the alley-oop.
Looky here. How about that play? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platform.
Sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
For the Pistons, Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Drummond. Urebko comes in for Corey Maggette. And it's Bynum in for Rodney Stuckey. The TrailBlazers also changing it up. Sean Williams checks in for Dan Gadzarich. Luke Babbitt comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Elliot Williams subs in for Ronnie Price. Williams passes to Lillard. Lillard gets the screen from Williams. Fires from deep. And
Nice
shoot
shot.
on the basket. Book it.
Can't block
Well, if
that.
you're talking about catch and shoot, guys, he's one of the best. You know, his release is so fast and his shot's so accurate that he poses big problems for a defense.
I don't know if we could actually time him if we did put a clock on him as quick as that release is. It's probably milliseconds from the catch to the release.
Out of bounds.
got pushed
Detroit
out.
takes possession. And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Damian Lillard is second.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare them to make a shot than risk sending them to
almost
the
got
strike.
the
That's almost 3 points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor.
I'm always rusty my first couple of shots.
You know, the Pistons had a look at the playoffs for a brief moment last year.
Good start.
Kevin, but
Good start.
couldn't quite make the sustained push.
Yep.
Their shortcoming made it 3 straight seasons now without postseason play.
Adding on to what you were saying, Clark, about the Pistons, the team has been around in one form or another for 70 years.
What's going on,
now.
Asian girl?
They've only missed the playoffs 24 times. That's pretty consistent stuff.
Yeah, they brought home 3 titles since they moved from Fort Wayne to Detroit. Of course, back-to-back titles with Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys. And then more recently, that group with Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton. So an organization that's rich.
I also
with
did not mean to
tradition.
pass that,
A chance
that
here
led to the
catch up
basket.
with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in their last matchup against the Knicks. Boy, was he tremendous. He had 18 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Thanks, Doris, very much. I'm sure he's going to carry some of that great momentum, Clark, into tonight.
And that's the way it works, guys. A big game like that just carries over sometimes. We'll see.
Yeah, all of a sudden the rim looks big. Everything seems to come easy.
He just kept running circles around that guy, and I just kept getting the
Dishes it to
screen.
Villanueva. This one for 3.
Nice
Good.
three.
It's Bynum with the assist. Bynum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Right side, Williams. Dishes it to Jeffries. The feed now to Lillard. Right at the free throw line. Again, the TrailBlazers
Good
score.
shot.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Knight with it. Williams picks him up. Knight dishes to Bynum. Here's the Beast. Rebound by
shot.
Williams.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Williams against Knight. Lets it go from 14. Williams gets the bucket. Now just a 1-point Piston lead. There's the pick. To the middle. Lifts up.
They got good contest, but I still
finishes
got it.
nicely on the
In
layup.
traffic.
The Beast's got 9.
Man, they have a huge advantage in points in the paint. Look at that.
Oh, and this defense is getting pushed around a bit too much for my liking. They're just not competing at a high enough level here.
Here's Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Detroit is a team that turned some heads early last season. Came out of the gate strong and overall seemed to grow as a unit, particularly in their play at home.
And the first half ends in a close one. Pistons lead by 4.
We hold a very small
The
lead
NBA
going into
on
half.
2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Live from 2K Sports, it's the Monday night edition of the Halftime Report. The Detroit Pistons are ahead against Portland. An excellent job of getting into the paint, piling up those second chance points. Rodney Stuckey making a statement in this one. He's got 11 points and also has contributed with his passing, making some assists.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. 3rd quarter starting here now.
Lillard has been playing really well. 13 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean,
I
he's
can do that.
conscious of the fact.
I wonder if it counts if I
moving
don't shoot the ball
around
at all.
gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better
All it says is
offensive flow for his own team.
want to get that.
On the court right now for the TrailBlazers. Lillard and Batum,
Oh,
the
I wanted to
backcourt
pass
duo.
down low.
Matthews out there with Hickson, and it's Jeffries in at the 5. Prince kicks to Knight. Matthews with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Matthews throws it down.
Not stop.
That
No
was
way to
good
stop that.
defense.
I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Right side, Matthews. Lillard with it. Left side, Batum. Shoots over Monroe. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Pistons leading.
Well, Nicolas Batum out of France, a much coveted young player, a cornerstone for this Blazer team for the future.
Check it out.
Brings together all the things you want to see at that small forward spot. Length, defense, shooting ability with range, and of course, finishing around the rim.
You should have kept going. I had that screen for you.
Second chance shot. Out to Stuckey.
Check it out.
Stuckey right side. And
Nice
it's
shot.
good. He planted his feet on the pick and shield the defender off.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Up with it.
He got his own
Rises up and
rebound.
throws it down.
Contested it.
You know, once
got
he
his own
corralled
rebound.
that rebound, he was in just the right spot to power it back down.
You could see it coming too, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that was going to be a simple little putback. He saw the angle and he gave it a little something extra.
Pass to Stuckey. Here's the beast. Back to Stuckey.
I'm lucky. I'm
And that
very
one's
lucky
good.
that got stuck.
Stuckey's got 15. And Nick Batum, a player who's long and athletic, as Steve was talking about, still very young. We know he can already score, Clark, in the NBA. He is a wonderful prospect.
Well, you always look at length because that's an asset coaches and teams like to have, so tremendous defensive potential there. He could develop into a scary two-way player.
Good work defensively by Stuckey. Pistons leading by 4. Knight with it. Lillard picks him up. Knight kicks to Prince. Back to Knight. Funny. Shot. Again, the Pistons score.
Been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
Here is Lillard. 13 points in the game. Outside Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
You know, and I think it goes without saying, guys, but his strength and body control scoring in close, that's what makes him special. You can see it with the shooting percentages inside. I mean, he's a tremendous finisher.
He's also quite adept at breaking down the defender one-on-one, guys. I like that about his game.
And Batum kicks to Lillard. Overnight.
Oh.
Passes it to
I
Hickson.
jumped way too
Outside
early on
Matthews.
that. Trying to get that board.
Hickson a screen on Stuckey.
So
Plays
bad.
again.
Bad.
Detroit with the rebound.
This is
He got the shot he
bad
wanted off that
time.
pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Feeds it to Prince.
Oh, get that. Get some.
Here's Monroe. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the
Troy?
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
Pistons have shot 2 of 3
Where
from
you
the
seen
free
that?
throw line tonight.
Well, it hasn't come together for them at the charity stripe at all this year. They're at just 70%.
Are you talking about
as a
Detroit?
team.
You know, their percentages dropped off
like in my
just a little
title?
bit
Or is my
compared to
title
last
wrong?
year, guys. But it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And he makes the first.
Well, with the Blazers for many years, Portland didn't even worry about the luxury tax.
Now Stuckey. 19 points in the game. Leads him in there. Maxfield dishes to Maggette. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 to shoot. Knight.
Oh,
and
jumped too
he
early
can't extend
again.
the lead to double digits.
Yeah, it's the
And
Detroit. It's the
CBAs, you brought up
Pistons.
trying to
It's
limit the
the team I'm on.
spending of teams that have big money. It might take a while for them, Clark, to get used to these new rules and abide by them.
Yeah, well, on more than one occasion, they were able to just buy up picks and take on contracts in an effort to try to quickly improve their team, but I think those days are over.
And Doris Berg has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, the Blazers' LaMarcus Aldridge made his first All-Star team last season after being a strong candidate for years prior to that. When asked where he thinks he ranks among big men in the league, he said, "I don't read rankings, but I think as time goes by, people will see that I'm getting better every year. I'm growing as a leader, and I'm becoming more of a go-to guy down the stretch. All I want to do is keep getting better, help the Blazers win games." Guys?
He's certainly doing just that. Thank you, Doris. Dixon, a screen on Stuckey. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That's his first foul. Craig Monroe. He's checked in for Jason Maxfield. Here's Lillard. 15 points in the game. He kicks it to Matthews. From deep. Rebound, Detroit. Monroe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit on the glass. They've got to pick up their physical play in the paint.
Yeah, it's about being tougher and more physical, just as you said, Steve. If they can do that better, they got a chance to come back.
Well, that's what he does. He's going to fight and battle on the offensive glass all night.
Price kicks to Matthews. Here's the teardrop. Hickson with the bucket.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
Pistons leading by 11. Now, here is Knight. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
He didn't have too much space to get that shot off, but for him, he had enough.
TrailBlazers trail by 14.
I have no idea what was happening. I don't know why he didn't just pass the freaking ball. He just kept it the whole time.
Price kicks to Matthews. The dish to Jeffries. He passes it to Hickson.
That contest.
And the Pistons with possession. They're on an 18-6 run. Knight passes to Stuckey. Price with the steal.
Oh, Stuckey.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Good. Price has got his first 2 points of the night.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Here's Knight.
Why wouldn't you get up closer?
And no good trying to get that one. And
Gotten up
as
closer
the
for that
third
three.
quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pistons ahead. They lead by 12. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.
Nothing like NBA action. So come out to a Pistons game and enjoy the show. The Beast, a terrific starring attraction, not to be missed. So get your tickets now. So come out and welcome our sensational new rookie.
Hear that? I'm sensational.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up, and we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for the Sprite Uncontainable Game segment. Doris?
Well, Kevin, our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Pistons. It was in the 3rd quarter when things started falling their way, and they were able to build this lead. No doubt they'll try to keep that momentum going through the end.
Doris, thanks. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. The Beast in at the 4 spot. Rodney Stuckey and Tayshaun Prince, the 2 wings. Brandon Knight is out there with Greg Monroe. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Got that
He still
contest
couldn't
going.
finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Prince with it, and Batum picks him up defensively.
Still trying to get into
Good
the
drive,
swing of
bad
things here
shot.
offensively. It just has not happened for him here.
And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Stuckey against Smith.
What are you doing, Stuckey?
We're in the fourth
What are
quarter
you
here,
doing?
just
Will you
under
pass the
2.5
ball?
minutes
You
gone.
have teammates. There you go.
That's decent defensive work.
That was
But
pretty
it's going to take
decent.
a little more than that, Kevin. They got to raise their ball.
McClung knew exactly how to attack it.
Just give me a minute break.
He feeds it to Prince. Defended by Batum. Prince dishes to Stuckey.
Keeping the big man
That's good.
occupied.
Stuckey's got 25 points in the
Leaning
game.
up against him.
Got such a good feel for his
Find a
shots.
lane.
In a really good groove.
Batum a screen on Knight. Smith kicks to Hickson. Tries it from 9. Here's Jeffries. The second chance bucket is good.
That's a good rebound.
Jeffries got 4 points
Good
this quarter.
rebound.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the
that.
same question
Get
myself, Gordon. I
some.
mean, that's 8 points out
Nice
of their last
shot.
10 coming inside.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
Smith kicks to Hickson.
Oopsie.
Outside, Batum
My hands
kicks
up
it
before I
to
needed
Lillard.
to.
And there's the pass to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Batum. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound. Prince has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Prince. That drops. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Here's Smith. Here's Hickson. Smith kicks to Batum.
Oops.
He dishes it to Hickson. And
So
they have
much
the chances. 2 offensive
defense
rebounds,
going
but
on.
they still come up
That was
empty.
beautiful. They had so many
Another
chances. We're
board
stopping
for
each
them,
time.
and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games. And if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
That was a
Yeah,
terrible
he
jump.
struggled with his shot this quarter, and he's got to find a groove somehow.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, he might not have been the most recognized face in college basketball, but don't be fooled. Damian Lillard knows how to slither his way into the lane and get points. He's led the nation in scoring for a reason. This guy can really play.
And even though, Steve, he's on the smaller end of the scale in terms of his size, he absorbs contact pretty well and has nice
Lillard's
change
been the
of
only one on the
pace.
team really rocking us tonight.
He's going to surprise some people with how productive he is. Another trip to the line, and he's right on the mark. He's not a guy you want to get in the habit of putting on the strike.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Lawrence Frank was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys
missed
slow
the easy-
pace,
the easy,
use the clock, and stay
finger
away
roll.
from any silly fouls.
That putback is totally worth it.
Smith outside. Dishes it to Jeffries. Lillard. Overnight. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this.
Pistons leading by 13. Here's Stuckey. Goes back up. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Beast in it.
And hard work on the boards, guys, leading to that putback.
Here's Smith. Outside, Batum. Back to Smith. And there's the feed to Lillard. Fires from 18. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, he's boxed out, and when that happens, you know, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the TrailBlazers. The Pistons shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Knight kicks to Stuckey. Here's the Beast. Pass to Monroe. Gets it to go. Monroe's got 9 points in the quarter.
Looking much more
Monroe is
comfortable
just
out
going
on the
crazy
floor here in the second half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The jump hook. The shot by Hickson. No good.
I don't think so.
Well, they've built a big lead here so far, and a lot of it has to do with how well they've been rebounding.
Yeah, every time they make a stop, they're securing the rebound, and that's really allowed them to get out to this lead.
Here's Prince. No good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket.
Good. And it's 7 points for Batum.
Good fast break.
Pistons leading by 15. Knight kicks to Stuckey.
Stuckey, you're a ball hog.
In the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Knight. Shot clock at 6. On target for 13 feet. Knight's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they add to this lead, trying to close this game out.
I think it would take a lot of luck and maybe then some. I mean, might be time to pack this thing in.
Batum with the ball. Rodney Stuckey covering.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world.
Bro, it's just 12 rebounds, 17 points. Like,
Knight passes to Stuckey. And there's the rejection. And he recovers it.
Stuckey has been putting up the number. He's got 27 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty. You know, a lot of turnover in the last few years in the front office in Portland. You know, it's so difficult to make a transition as a team and get better and improve steadily when you don't have that continuity upstairs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Austin Day, he's checked in for Monroe. Maggette comes in for Tayshaun Prince, and it's Bynum in for Brandon Knight.
get some, Stuckey. Get some.
And so Stuckey nails both of them. And as a player, it's hard, you know, sometimes to focus on just playing basketball when things are getting jumbled around upstairs. And there was a lot of jumbling upstairs with the Blazers, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it is part of the territory, and these guys are human, even though we think they're robots because of them being professional.
Can't be doing
that. Within the organization, it can make it tough to handle your business between the lines if you're a player.
Well, we've talked about this topic before, guys, but when the Big Three formed in Miami, I think the desire for star players to play with each other really kind of took on a life of its own. And even though teams haven't really been able to duplicate what Miami did, it's still something that is a dynamic that the league has to deal with.
And he sinks the second.
His NBA just came out, Goblin.
The star players
just
trying to team up. Miami
it's
really
just a string
upped the ante.
of games that just
look
came
at the
out.
talent around them and say, I need to do that or I don't have a chance.
Well, Kevin, it's just not something that's easily reproduced, though. You get superstar players all
not
going to a
enough
city
time
that's
in
very
the day
desirable. It happens to have, you know,
all the
$40
games
million
I
in cap room. I don't think it's going to happen a whole lot, but it is natural for players to want to play with other great players.
I have to try and find my black and white disc, too, because I still want to play that.
And he knocks down the first one.
If I can't find it, I think it's on Steam.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Detroit with the ball.
That feed.
That's good. Stuckey's got 31.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play. You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
The Pistons shooting it brilliantly here lately, 60% from the field.
Use my screen.
Bynum kicks to Maggette. Open look. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. And the Pistons lead by 20.
Well, they are not exactly taking their foot off the gas.
Portland is coming back from this.
No, they want to throw a little bit of
whipped
cream and some cherry on top of this.
But I don't think they're coming back.
Jeffries good. It's stolen.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time here now.
This one's in the books.
Find him with it. Day dishes to Bynum. Here's the Beast. Working down low.
I would have missed that shot anyways.
So it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
That guitar, electric guitar, is wailing. $188. No music for my montage. My montage gets no music. I have to watch it in silence. Neat. I got that milestone. Make a team of us viewers. I don't think I can actually make teams like that. I don't think I can just...
Don't know if you've seen it yet, but you're on the cover of yet another magazine. What's it like to see yourself getting such worldwide recognition at this stage in your career?
It's an honor, or it's really special. I don't want to be a dick. So, it's an honor.
It's a real honor, man. I've been dreaming about playing in the NBA and being on magazine covers since I was a little kid. And now to see myself on another one is pretty amazing. It's the kind of thing I can look back on one day and be proud of, that's for sure. For now, I'll enjoy it some, but I can't let myself get too caught up in that kind of thing, you feel me? The team in this season are way too important for that.
That was a good response. Exactly what I needed. Sounds like Luda. It kind of does, doesn't it?